What's going on, baseball fans? I'm here to talk to you about Friday, May 14th baseball games. We had 16 of them last night. We do these wake up with baseballs every morning, 5:30 in the morning over here on the West Coast. So 16 games. Jump down there, like, subscribe. I'm not going to hold up too much. We're just going to jump right into these games. Like I said, 16 of them. Saturday mornings are always kind of the toughest to get things going. But here we are. First game of the day it's a doubleheader. We had one doubleheader yesterday, hence 16 games, not just 15. We had Chicago White Sox, Kansas City Royals. They split the series 1-1. Well, the doubleheaders, they split 1-1. Royals, I guess they ended their losing streak in this first game of the day, and I don't know. I really starting to hate these doubleheaders. Mind you, they make the videos longer and all that stuff. So Taylor hits his third home run of the season in this first game. Salvador Perez his eighth. KC, I think, ends their losing streak at 11. Keller goes 7 Ks. Giolito, he went 5 earned runs. So not too much else to say. Kansas City got out to a little bit lead here and then fell short. White Sox in the second game, they win 3-1. Kopech goes 1 earned run, 5 Ks. Junis 1.1, 2 earned runs. So Junis has had a little bit of a struggle lately. Carlos Santana hits his 7th home run of the season. Vaughn for the White Sox hits his second. A little bit less scoring here, but ends up White Sox bounce back and Kansas City's back to their losing ways. Another earlier game yesterday with the Pirates 3, Giants 2. This one went to extra innings. Typical Giants fashion. There was like 1-0 by the end of 8th. Pirates 9th inning walk-off tie, not really a walk-off, but 9th inning tied up. I forget who it was, but home run. Brandon Crawford hit his 8th in the 8th inning, gave the Giants a 1-0 lead, and you thought that they were going to carry it on. Gosman had an amazing outing, 8 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 12 Ks. I was ready to wear the Giants hat, but they choked. McGee comes in, blows his second save of the season. On the other side, you had Jury, 5 innings pitched, 0 earned run, 4 Ks, and then a solid outing from the bullpen for the Pirates. And the extra innings proved to be the difference. And it's one of those situations, no runs in that 10th inning. And then in the 11th, Giants got their 1 run, but the Pirates, the home team always gets that advantage, right? They get an extra shot to knock it in, and they did so. Yankees 5, Orioles 4. I had to admit, I was a little concerned. The Yankees were losing this one after the 5th. There's 4-2, and I was like, okay, the Orioles they're doing all right, and they usually have a decent lineup to close out these games. However, not this case. Aaron Judge, 2 home runs. He cracks the 10 home run mark in this game. Urshela hits his 5th of the season. He's the hero of this game. Comes in, pinch hits for Wade, gets a 3-run home run in that top of the 7th, which ends up being the difference. Hayes for the Orioles hits his 5th home run of the season as well. With Corey Kluber, he went 6 innings, 4 earned runs in the win. He actually comes out with the win after all the craziness of that. And then the Yankees use their bullpen to perfection. No earned runs from them. Kremer, 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. He left the game in line for the win, but unfortunately they couldn't hold it down. And the Yankees have been on quite a little bit of a roll here. They've been winning games all sorts of different ways. Pitching, hitting, give it to hitting. And this one, bullpen's been solid. So the Yankees have, I forget what their record was, but they were quite a few games under 500 at one point, and they're definitely bouncing back. Red Sox 4, Angels 3. Red Sox coming out of that last series and a little bit of a skid. They're coming out strong. This is a team that they are hoping to take advantage of, who've kind of been down and out so far this season. And really, at the end of the day, this could have been a team they're potentially playing wild card or fighting for. We'll see how that plays out. But Ohtani hits his 11th of the season. Crazy Ohtani. I think he's still 1 behind Acuna now. Renfroe hits his 5th, and Dahlbeck hits his 4th for Boston. And those are ending up being the difference. Dahlbeck's 2-run home run ends up being the difference because they had fallen behind 3-2 in that 7th inning, but Dahlbeck comes in. He's the hero. Pivetta goes 6, 2 earned runs, 7 Ks. And then they bring in their solid closing bullpen that's stepped up. Ottavino with his 8th hold, Barnes with his 9th save. All around, very good. Canning goes 6, 2 earned runs. Good start for an Angels pitcher, but not enough. Cubs 4, Tigers 2, and Cubs, they're getting close. They're almost back to 500 again. I think they flirted with it for a little bit a week or two ago, and now they're come back. Bryant, he's hitting his 10th. So we're starting to see a lot of different players hitting their 10th home run of the season. It's a very tight race in the home run department, must say. Rogers, first home run of the season. Grossman, his 4th. So Tigers fall a little bit short after sweeping the Kansas City Royals. But here we are. Jake Arrieta, 6 innings pitched, 200 runs, 1K. And Skubal, he's now 0-6 on the season. I believe that's the worst record that we see so far. 4 earned runs. But Skubal, he has his good, okay outings, but 5.73 ERA, not great. But yeah, Cubs get this one. Kimbrel comes in for a 7th save. And the Cubs are hoping that's a series they can take advantage of. Next up, we got Rays 3, Mets 2. Mets were cruising along here, 2-0 going into the 8th. You thought they would be able to handle it. Villar had his 2nd home run of the season off Glass now. That was a 2-run home run. It was looking to be the difference, but actually the Rays had a nice little comeback here. 8th inning, they put up 2, and then in the 9th, they walk it off. Zunino hits his 8th home run of the season. I believe that's possibly leading catchers around the league right now, if I'm not mistaken. Tyler Glass now goes 8, 10 Ks, 2 earned runs. Just an amazing outing from him. And Fairbanks comes in and scoops up the win, even though this one is all Tyler Glass now. Peterson goes 7.1, 2 earned runs, 9 Ks. He had a great outing, but May comes in and blows the save. And overall, they can't get out. Bases get loaded late in this game in that 9th inning. They hope to get out of it, but they just can't. And there goes the win streak. I think it ends at 7 or 8. Can't recall off the top of my head. I think it might be 8. Phillies 5, Blue Jays 1. Blue Jays, it's the opposite. They got out to a lead and they blew it. So they had been having a couple come from behind victories. So it all comes down to one inning where the Phillies put up 5 from their offense just popping off. Hoskins had a nice night. 3 hits, 3 RBIs overall. No home runs for the Phillies. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hits his 9th home run of the season. It's the solo home run in the 6th that had given the Jays the lead. But the Phillies come back and jump all over this Jays bullpen. Thornton and Miza kind of just blow the game. They kind of got it to 2 outs at one point, and then the Phillies just poured it on. It was 1-1, really 2 outs in that inning. They could have got out of it, but they just got poured on, and yeah, Phillies win. Astros 10, Rangers 4. This one's a Greinke show. 7 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 5 Ks. Benjamin 1.2, 3 earned runs. It's just earned runs all over for the Rangers, all sorts of plays. Arias Garcia hits his 10th home run of the season. It's a little bit of a theme here. The 3rd guy today so far that's up to 10. And on the other side, Malacondo hits his 2nd for the Astros. The Astros just putting up runs. Their offense is back. They've got their full lineup going strong, and their pitching is pretty strong. So look for the Astros to be really making moves in that division. Athletics 6, Twins 1. Can't tell if this is a case of the Twins just being atrocious lately. I don't know what else it is. Donaldson hits his 4th, but overall, there's a ton of home runs from Oakland side. Laureano hits his 8th. Murphy hits his 5th. Piscotty hits his 4th. Canha hits his 6th. We had 4 home runs overall coming from the A's side of it. 3 of them coming from Shoemaker. 6 innings pitched, 5 earned runs. So Shoemaker's not had a good transition into Minnesota. And as a Jays fan, I guess I'm a little happy that we didn't re-sign him, although I really liked him when he was on the Jays. Frankie Montes is now 5-2 on the season. 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 4 Ks in this game. Oakland's just, they've been showing that they have the offensive power, and their pitching has been very good over this little streak that they've been on. They got to be pretty excited how things are going with that. Next up, Braves 6, Brewers 3. And the Braves really got out to a short lose. They were losing after 2, but then they poured it on. Their offense came alive, and their pitching closed the door until the 9th at least. But 6-3, nice solid win. We had Ozuna hitting his 6th of the season, and Albus hitting his 6th of the season as well for the Braves. Urias hits his 4th, and Pina hits his 3rd for the Brewers. But it was too little too late when Pina hits that last home run. Hauser. This seems to be the guy for me whenever the Milwaukee has a little bit of a rough outing. He seems to be the guy on the mound. I don't know if it's just picking up on something that's not there, but it seems like it. 3 innings pitched, 200 runs, and then they bring in the bullpen, who also gives up a few runs along the way. Drew Smiley had a good outing here. 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 4 Ks, 5.23 ERA now. Tomlin got into a little bit of trouble there, back-to-back home runs late in the game, but they managed to close the door. Will Smith comes in, completely shuts the door, and picks up the close, I guess. I don't think they can give a save, but yeah, moving on to another team that I can't put my finger on. These Reds, they lose 9-6 to the Rockies, and yeah, even yesterday they tried to make a late inning comeback. This game and yesterday they just fall short because they've already given up way too many runs. Hampson hits his 5th home run of the season for the Rockies. Blackman had a nice 3-hit night. India, back-to-back nights with a home run. He's up to 3. Eduardo Suarez is now up to 7 home runs as well. So the Reds' offense is there. It's just Wade Miley has 8 earned runs in 3 innings pitched. These starters just aren't consistent whatsoever for the Reds. Marquise on the other side, 6 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, 8 Ks. So good outing for him. 4 earned runs, it's whatever. But he gets the win, and that's what the Rockies, back-to-back wins, and the Rockies are. I gotta admit, I'm having a little bit of trouble now because sometimes you guys all care about the top of this power rankings, but for me, this bottom is seeing a big shake-up, possibly this week. And that bottom row, the bottom row is going to be interesting. Nationals 17, Diamondbacks 2. I don't know. When you have Scherzer on the mound and you put up 17 runs, I don't think it's even possible to lose. I think everyone on the Nationals had hits today with multi-hits from multiple players, a couple with 3, Schwarber and that. Jan Gomes had a 5-hit night. Just overall, the whole team popped off here. Home runs, Trey Turner up to 9. Schwarber hits his 5th. Stevenson hits his 2nd, so only 3 home runs. Nothing too crazy. Scherzer only went 5 innings, 0 earned runs, 7 Ks, but they might be giving him a little bit of rest. He only went 85 pitches after that. And Smith on the other side went 3 8 earned runs. The whole team gave up a lot of runs except Ginkel. Ginkel got through. But yeah, that's the Nationals kind of showing like this National League East. It's open for the Nationals. Even though they're 4 games below 500, they're not out of it at any point whatsoever right now. But yeah, moving on to Mariners 7, Indians 3, and the story here is Kelenic. The guy made his debut yesterday and went 0 for 4, but today, not the case. He went 3 for 4, 3 RBIs, and he hit 2 doubles, 1 home run. This guy, I guess, is really showing. Like this is why everyone's excited to see this man join the majors. Big prospect. Like I said, Kelenic hits his 1st of the season. Seager hits his 8th of the season. Haniger is up to 11. So the Mariners have Haniger, who's potentially leading the league in home runs right now. He's 1 behind. On the other side, Naylor hits his 3rd home run of the season. It's in the 9th. It doesn't mean much. The Indians tacked on a couple to make it look a little bit closer than it was. There's 7-1 going into the 9th. Flexen. This guy's been pretty good for the Mariners. Underrated a little bit. 5.2, 1 earned run, 3.46 ERA for the season. Savali on the other side picks up his 1st loss of the season. 6.2, 5 earned runs, 6 Ks. But yeah, like I said, 1st loss of the season, so not too much worry there yet. But we'll see how things shape up. The Indians, these Mariners aren't going away, and they just had this Kelenic guy, and if he's everything that everyone's talking about, I don't know. Like, it's so early in the season, but all these teams still very much in the battle for playoffs. Next up, Padres 5, Cardinals 4, and what a game! Padres were cruising along, 5-1 win, and the Cardinals didn't go away into the night. They put up 3 runs in those last 2 innings to try to bring it close, but just fell a little bit short here from that. O'Neill hits his 8th of the season. Arenado hits his 7th of the season. He hit one off Melancon here, who they were trying to blow Melancon's save for the first one this season, but he's up to 13 now. So Melancon comes in late, gets that save close, gives up an earned run, but Musgrove gets his 3rd win of the season, 1 earned run over 5. Oviedo, 2 earned 2 innings pitched, 3 earned runs. So I'm not super sure if this guy's stretched out to do long. He went 57 pitches, 2 earned runs, but I guess maybe they were trying to keep it close. So I didn't watch the beginning of this game, so I don't know how that kind of developed or if this guy's a starter long term for them. But overall, Padres win. Big win for the Padres against a competing team. These teams are both battling high row in the power rankings. Next up, it looks like the Dodgers offense has come back. They had put up an 8th spot in this game, and that's all they really needed. Give Kershaw an 8-run cushion. He'll close the door the rest of the way, but they did give up 6 to the Marlins, so the Marlins weren't completely giving up. Duvall hits his 7th home run of the season. Max Muncy, his 8th of the season. It seems like whenever I'm talking about the Dodgers and home runs, it's only Max Muncy who's really getting on the board, so got to be giving a lot of credit to him along the way. He's been having a pretty good season so far. But yeah, Dodgers, Kershaw went 6, 5 earned runs, 11 Ks, so he gave up a big spot. Alcantara, 1.1, 8 earned runs. The guy's had a great season so far, so this is really his first major outing that really pops out to me as being kind of disastrous. And it's against the Dodgers, so you can't hold too much against them. But the Dodgers starting to turn around. It was starting to get worrisome there. They got close to going down to 500, but they didn't get there. But yeah, I've ripped through 16 games there. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what games you guys watched. I obviously clearly missed some data along the way of some of these games, because when there's 16 games and one little human here trying to watch them all, impossible. So let me know what's out there that we should be talking about, and we can take this discussion further into the comments. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you for the next video.